we got here is some damage. And I want to show you what the damage looks like. Now, let me show you who done this. There they are. Do you see them? This is the enemy in the greenhouse now. Wait for them. They'll show up. Here's a bunch of them. You're running hide, ain't you? There is the little beggars that is eating my figs. Having a hard time getting focused in on them. Let's go over here so we can find some more. You move the dirt around and then you stop, then they show up. So what I have here is a roly-poly problem, or a pill bug. They kind of go by both names. They're coming in and, as you've seen, eating on my figs. Here's one right here. Let's catch him up. There he is. See him on my hand. Little bugger. Now, here's what we're going to do for them. And here it is. We're going to go around the base of this thing and sprinkle diatomaceous earth real generously around all the bases of our trees and put it in our pots and just throw it on top and we'll be good to go. I may go ahead and I need to water, so I may water beforehand. That way it has time to do its job, but we'll get it put on there and see if that eliminates them. And we'll come back a little later and see if we've gotten rid of it and check our ground. See if we can find any. Thanks for watching. Alright, so I wanted to, before we spread this diatomaceous earth around in here, we was digging around right over in there, which I'm standing at the base of the tree. That green stake is 4.5 foot from the center of the tree. So it was actually closer to that other tree, but this tree's been getting some damage. Not as much, but because there's not as much wood chip over here around the base of this. But I'm going to sprinkle the entire alleyway, the entire area around these trees in here real good with diatomaceous earth. And you want, I got some gloves on, and you definitely want to have a dust mask or a respirator of some sort. And so I'm going to do that, and we're going to kind of video it, and then we'll get out of here and cut it off. So here we go. I got to get mine. You got to get your thing on too, eh? Definitely would have put it. You definitely want to get it around this base real good here. That should do all right. It wasn't as dusty as I expected it to be, but it's still a good idea to put your respirator on. I got this covered pretty good here. We'll come back and see if we can find some here and oh, probably a week or so. We'll see. I'll be able to tell just by what the fruit looks like, and then we'll finish this out and see how it works. I'm also have on order some Sluggo Plus. It'll be in Friday. I've done ordered it, but before I put it down, I'm going to come back and see, and we'll bring the camera in. This video is going to end up being a process of start to finish, but we will see if we have gotten rid of them. I noticed as I've been sitting here watching, I've been seeing a lot of movement. A lot of movement since I sprinkled that in here. Look at them all coming out of the cracks. Look at that. That's pretty wild. I don't know how well you can see them, but look at that. Lots of them little dudes. Yeah, this is probably all it's going to take to get rid of them. But as you can see, I just sprinkled them on there and they wasn't none even crawling around. But now they are. They don't like diatomaceous earth, it don't look like. And I done some reading and it said it would kill them. So let's see what happens to the roly-polies and we can put an end to our bug damage in our greenhouse. Well, we're back in the fig greenhouse and we're looking over some of this damage from these peel worms. Today is September 25th and I've been going around and I decided that, you know, since that the diatomaceous earth that we put around the base of these other trees, that's great, but you can't water that. But I don't, now that we're picking fruit out of these in-ground trees, we're watering out here. So I need something out here to kill them because they're still, peel worms, roly-polies, they're still out here. So I come up with a solution on these pots, since they got to be watered every other day. Diatomaceous earth leaving dry is not really an option. So instead we're putting some Sluggo Plus in it to get rid of it. And this is supposed to be fairly safe, and I would say it is, because when I go see what's in it, it's looks like it largely has iron phosphate in it and a mixture of a couple other things that's not supposed to be too bad. So hopefully it will get rid of what we have, or finish getting rid of these ones out here in the aisle. We are seeing, after about, I don't know, I guess it's been 3-4 days, we're seeing a lot less bug pressure from the roly-polies on our tree, on our in-ground trees. I didn't have the potted trees really under control until I got this, so this will start helping that as well. So diatomaceous earth or Sluggo Plus gets rid of peel worm damage. Let's go over here and look. Tell you what, since we originally shot back here on this yellow long neck, let's go back here and look around this yellow long neck and see if we can find any peel worms. Alright, here we are. We're underneath the yellow long neck again, and you can see that the diatomaceous earth is still here. Let's roll this around here and see if we see any peel worms in here today. As you know, in the beginning of the video, you could do that with your hand and they would go everywhere. I don't see any. Let's come over here and see what we got. I see an ant. There's one. There's a peel worm or a peel bug, roly-poly. There's a couple in here, but up in here where the diatomaceous earth is, they're completely gone. So this will help eliminate these ones in these outer areas where I'm watering. We have greatly reduced our peel bug population just by putting them around our trees. Just by putting that diatomaceous earth around the trees, that greatly reduced it in about 4 or 5 days. While we still have some in here, I'd say we're at least a 70% reduction in pests already just from the diatomaceous earth. So we're going to cap this off with some of that Sluggo Plus out here in the aisleway and in some of these areas that we are watering on a daily basis. Yeah, I don't hardly see any. There's still a few in here, but it ain't like it was. So that seems to be kind of knocking them down. But we'll use the Sluggo Plus and that'll finish it up for the pillworm. So if you have a roly-poly pillworm type problem, you might want to check this stuff here out along with diatomaceous earth. Seems to do the job. Thanks for watching.